Hey, welcome guys back to another thing. Now, today's video is going to be about the custom inspector for our weapon customization. How it works, why I did what I did, and just all that crazy stuff anyway. So, if you did not watch the last video that we had, the link to that is in the description, or go to the playlist, because if you did not watch the last one, you will not understand this one, and I apologize, but I am not going to apologize for not uploading a video that's super long that nobody wants to watch. So, oh, and by the way, today is Mother's Day. Please go thank your mother for putting up with you for your entire life and doing all that way cool stuff for you. Like, helping you and, feeding you and all that good stuff. So go thank her, because she's awesome. And if she's not awesome, then be thankful for the one that you have. Because somebody did something good if you're watching this. So, now, to illustrate what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be showing you how to make this beautiful customized buttons right here that do cool stuff. So if we hit this play button, we can watch our nice little gun change the skin. Oh no, I've got these bull values. I gotta initialize this. We can change the skins and all this good stuff and everything, change the mags. We are going to go over how we make these buttons. Now you're probably thinking, why am I doing this at runtime instead of edit time? The reason for it is because how Unity uses materials to prefabs and other stuff, it will give you this super awesome air. Really? No? Really? Where's the air? So you're going to call me a liar now. Really? Are you for real? It doesn't do it now? Why? Well, that's kind of weird. Oh, you're right. Because certain callbacks don't get called up because of the bool values. Okay. It's because these little things aren't checked. It's not going to do it. Boop. Now, you see how it went all crazy and goes, hey, instantiating material during calling render.material during edit mode, this will leak materials into the scene. You will most likely want to use render.shared material instead. Hey, guess what? I don't want to fix this error because it tells me I shouldn't be doing something. And, well, that's kind of the thing that I want to stick around anyway. I could do shared material, but then there's a bunch of code that I don't want to write because it's just editor code. It's not runtime code, which that's what we're writing anyway. And two, if I want to change the material of it, all I got to do is apply it in the editor. If you're too lazy to edit something as a prefab in the editor, then this video is not for you. Because I don't do lazy code. I do cool stuff. But anyway, that's why I don't do that. And I really want this to go back the way it was. Please, go to default. No, you're not going to, because it will not revert. Oh, no. Please, Fixie. I don't want terrible materials. It looks terrible. Next skin? Ah, previous skin? Yes. No. Initial. Ah. Can I fix you? Boop. Okay. You will leak material, but I'll live with this for now. It looks really, really retardedly bad. But it's better than that pink stuff, right? So, the custom editor, here we go. Like a fun child. Boop, boop. Alrighty. So, oh, yeah. By the way, this disclaimer thing and everything else, I am a human being and I make mistakes. So, before we get too far, we must have a editor folder. And it must be spelled correctly. Okay? If you did not spell editor correctly, it will act like a normal thing and not do editor stuff. Okay? So it'll give you a bunch of errors and stuff like that, which I will now illustrate because why not? So I'm going to pull this into fonts and you're going to get an error right here after it gets done compiling and being cool. Okay. And you're, come on. Okay. Really? No error? Seriously? Why? That makes no sense. You should give an error message for that. Did they fix that in Unity? Do I not have to have this in an editor folder? Could this be? Oh, right. They must have a thing for fonts and the instantiation. Okay. Okay, instantiating of editor could not be created. This script class needs to derive from scriptable object and be placed in an asset/editor folder. So you'll get an error message that says this. Okay? I wish I could make this bigger. I wish I could make the font bigger. It really would be nice, right? I mean, you see an error message, but it's probably like wee tiny in the video, which kind of sucks, right? So I'm going to put this back in an editor folder because I needed to illustrate what would happen if you do not put this where it's supposed to go. Editor, and it's spelled exactly as it sounds, but with a capital E, D, I, T, O, R. Okay? Very important, because if you're like me, you probably wouldn't put a capital E, and, well, then it doesn't work, and you're like, oh my god, what did I do? Right? What did I do? So, alright. Blah, 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 blah. No. Oh, come on, really? I don't know what the heck's going on with my Visual Studio, but it's really starting to freaking irritate me. It wants to unload, reload, and all this other stuff. Load failed. Well, reload. I don't care. Just the C#. I don't care. Stop asking me for this silly stuff. Well, one of the problems is Unity uses older framework for .NET. And it doesn't like it. So it wants to do stuff stupidly sometimes. Right? So anyway, we must use the editor namespace. If you don't use the editor namespace, you won't have access to the editor and the custom editor things. So you have to have that. You must have this custom editor type of and the script that you want to make the custom editor. Okay? You must have it there, and it must be the type. Okay? Now you can do public class, whatever name here, editor. Okay? Now the next function is very important. You do it exactly like this, because I'll show you what. If you're missing this right here, then when you go up to Unity, and I'll let it compile and all that good stuff. See my inspector right now? This is what it should be. This is what it will end up being. It will not draw anything besides the buttons. No variables or any of that other stuff. It will only draw these buttons, which, you know, it might be what you want, but I highly doubt it. It's probably really dumb. So anyway, what this function does for this is it tells Unity to draw the base version stuff. It's inheritance by definition. Okay, I'm drawing the default inspector. I'm telling it, hey, draw the inspector exactly like it used to be, and then I add stuff to it. So everything after this is an add-on. Okay? And you're probably like, well, this script right here is pretty much nothing, right? Well, we inherit from this script. So if we have weapon equipment manager equals manager and put this in here as the target, it'll work just fine. But the thing about it, this is a custom inspector for this script right here. So when we're looking at this script in the inspector, it will use this functionality all the way down here, even though this is our little manager target thing. This is like the target object, what it's supposed to do. Okay? And you're like, manager.initial update. You know, what are we doing? We're doing the initial update. But we're using this script right here. This script right here is like what's inside the window. This is kind of the target framework that we're going for. So we do GUI layout.button. We put it a string in here for what it should look like in the inspector. And this could have spaces and all kinds of that lolly good stuff. And then this is the function that it's going to call. Okay? Manager, as in this, initial update. Boom. And it does the stuff for this. Now, the next skin, we're saying set skin. Okay? Remember set skin? Set skin is public. Well, what if we decided to go protected? Okay? Or just not wrote anything. We don't have access to this anymore. Actually, I think we do. Or do I have to save in order for that to mess up? Let's save real quick. Why do am I still allowed to, oh no, this is set mag. Duh, I bet everybody in the video is like, oh, you're going to the wrong one, you freaking worm. Okay, now it'll bug out. See? Set skin, minus skin. Alright. So we had to have these public. It's just like calling stuff from another script. Very easy. But they must be public in order for the custom inspector to work with it. If it's protected or private, you can't call it from that class. Okay, it's just like calling from other scripts. You get component and then you want to call some stuff. They must be public and accessible. Now sketch skin, to do the next skin, we go up by 1. If we do previous skin, we go down by 1. And the functionality for that will continue. Okay? If we go GUI layout.button next scope, then we're doing pretty much the same thing, except setting it for set scope. Okay? And then set mag. Very easy. Now these buttons, they don't have anything where we can go, hey, go up by 1 or down by 1. We got to write them out exactly like this. And if you're thinking about like doing something like this, else, if, thinking this is more of a proper way of doing it, watch what happens. Okay, we'll go into the editor, and after this gets done compiling and stuff, this should go all crazy on us. Now, you see how it's got initial, then skin. Okay, well, it actually works. I figured it would drop out and start doing something really dumb. Next skin, initial scope, previous skin. Oh, well, it actually will work. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. I figured it would throw it all out of whack by doing an if, but apparently it doesn't. Well, that's cool. But I wrote it out explicitly like this for simple, making it very easy to see and, understand. If, and then just another if, and all the public functions from this manager thing you can access. Now, here's a protected one, like I was saying. So let's go to setmag. Okay, setmag dot, and I can't access this function. See, it just won't let me. Doesn't do anything. It just throws a big old hi, have a nice day, goodbye. Does not like it. It will not let me. Oh, there we go. Doesn't allow it. Now, debug.long and all that stuff still works just fine in the editor when you push like the buttons. And this one will work for body, scope, and equipment. Alright. The previous one that we had, where it was in the last video, the basic equipment components, this is the custom editor for it. It's the same way, except we changed this, and we only got a button for the body itself. Okay? Now, before we get too far into this and everything, you guys should understand this part. It's no different except this and what we're saying in the button. This string right here. Now watch this little gotcha right here of why I did what I did. Let's say I want to change this. Okay. We will change it by going in debug, and this should go basic. Is it basic? Ah, here it is. Basic equipment thing. Okay, you see how I've got a reference to the body and that's it? It's really nice, isn't it? Okay. We also have a custom inspector for it. Alright. But if we were to remove this and add this, okay, we don't have the references of that anymore. But all we have to do, because we have a component on the body, we already know we do. All we got to do is drag this in here and go, bloop, and it's set up. But if I wanted to go into the other one and go, hey, I want to remove this one and do the better one, the one where we've got all the other good stuff, right? Then I'd have to do, what did I call that script? Body, equipment. There we go. Now you see how this script looks. We've got no references to the scopes. Iron sight. Put it right over top of the word. It adds it. Now we got this. Boom. Alright. So we got both of our scopes again. We've got our magazine right over top of it. And then our prototype mag, which is a cube. I know. And look, we have officially just set up our weapon right then. And I will equip this stuff and hit run. And now we're right back where we used to be with stuff that works. Boom, boom, boom. Wait. Huh? No reference. For what? Oh, I didn't fill in the body one. Yeah, that would be a null reference, wouldn't it? So the body script, it doesn't have to have anything inside the script because it'll stop changing. But now we have our skins working and everything else. Now, if I didn't have this, then I would have to individually go through all the variables and fill them all in again. And the problem with it is, if I want to fill something in, like the transform from here, if I click on this, it changes my inspector, right? I mean, it just sucks. So I would have to go in here, I would have to lock the inspector, grab the transform in order to drag it in here, like this, okay? And then, oh, if I go click on something else, then I gotta unlock the inspector and lock it. It sucks. I'm way too lazy for that. So this is why I went with the component-based model, is because it seems to be more of a workflow, a smoother workflow. And if I wanted to change the script, the master script for changing stuff up, then I have options other than starting from scratch and not losing stuff. So this is going to be it for this video. I figure there's going to be 50 minutes worth of crunch time for you guys for today, for, you know, the whole I'm going to build a custom editor and stuff like that for it, because these are concepts that's a little bit heavy on the programming side, and I do apologize for that. I'm sorry it's a little bit on that. And I also want to thank you guys for the likes and shares. It really helps, and I've seen a major increase on people coming to the channel and learning, and it's kind of what I've always wanted for it. So thank you guys for you guys' support. And when you guys stop in Twitch, it's awesome. But like if you like, subscribe if you haven't, and you know, say hi to your mom, you know, do the cool Mother's Day stuff, and we'll just have a good time. This is definitely war over and out, but please do remember, there will be another video on weapon customization again. There's going to be more. I haven't finished with this yet. So thanks guys, peace out, and say Happy Mother's Day, because she did, you know, the whole mom thing. So thanks, peace out, and have a nice day.